Hello and welcome to the Inbetween podcast. I'm your host, Joe Scott, and I'm joined here by Tony Tones at RT.
Hello.
This
That's not me on the
episode,
screen.
we are going to be talking about our games of 2019, the best games we played in 2019, and our honourable mentions, games that we maybe didn't play as much of or didn't quite deserve a full award but still want to be talked about.
Yeah.
And also maybe complain about the Steam Awards because fucking GTA won the Labour of Love Award again. Okay.
It could have been worse.
Might have fit,
it could have been
it in at the end.
It could have been best publisher G2A. This is more. They're more distributors than a publisher, but whatever.
I don't think they really publish it. they're like a third party thing, and
I will say this. I have adverts on right for YouTube. I did actually see a lot of G2A adverts leading up to Christmas.
102, boy. We got Wave and we got Andy in. Let's go. Right.
Let's do this.
You want to jump straight into the games of 2019? Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
I'm still. Yeah. Let's just get right into it.
Let's get right. Okay. So the first one is Hot Lava. I've got some footage saved, and then some footage I'm just gonna get off YouTube. So let's see. I should have some Hot Lava footage on my external hard drive.
This is what I'm like. I don't get myself, but like you keep playing it. So, oh my god.
Just listen to some
Are you
booming
Shrek?
music. You know how it is.
Why are you Shrek?
Why am I Shrek? What do you mean? Why am I Shrek?
It look like you're Shrek when you look down at your body.
Nah, it's just like some green particles.
Okay.
Well, this workshop map is super.
No,
good.
you're wearing like his tunic and like his trousers.
So, if we're talking about games of the year, I got to talk about one of my games of the year. One of my games of the year was Hot Lava. I 100%ed two games this year, and one of the two was Hot Lava. Yeah, I should probably go offline on Steam.
Just quit it.
Just quit it. I always forget to go. I always go invisible instead of offline, but then you still get the notifications.
I
need to remember
don't.
to go offline.
I get notifications for a ton of them.
Oh, okay. that sounds like a Tony thing to do.
Yep.
Can't get notifications if you turn them off.
No, I still get the little icon flashes orange when I get something, but it doesn't like come up with anything.
Anyway, I love games with great movement, and Hot Lava is that game. I've been interested in it since I saw like a tech demo years ago that was like, "Hey, you ever play that Floor is Lava game as a kid? Why don't we turn that into a full game?" And I was like, "Yes, I love parkour games. I love games that were climbing and avoiding touching the floor. That sounds like a great concept."
I swear you're just Shrek, like in this scene where like they're going into the castle
I'm not
to save.
Shrek.
You look like Shrek with the knight's armor.
So I've 100% of this game. I completed everything. They even added challenges to the workshop maps, which I completed as well. I literally just did it like last night. I was doing a workshop map challenge that they added to increase your max level from the max level. And,
Wait, was levels just for show?
So basically, this game has workshop support,
and
then they have what's called Clay Created. If you don't know, Clay is the publisher of this.
Yeah.
And they like bought out the rights to like publish this. Originally, I think it was like an independent studio. If you don't know, Clay are behind like Don't Starve, stuff like that. So like some of the rewards you get in this game, every time you like do a challenge, you get you level up, and it gives you a reward. So like I think on my character, I'm wearing like a Don't Starve mask and stuff like that. There's references to very different Clay games like Oxygen Not Included, that sort of stuff. But they curate workshop maps, and when they curate them, they add challenges to them. And I think one of the challenges was to like speed run it and do it in like 7 minutes because it was Parkour Island and it's this really long, massive map. And I was just like, I'm gonna look up the speed run, and I looked the speed run, and you just basically go off this ramp, turn around, and go back to the finish of the game. You can complete it in like 1 minute. But throughout Hot Lava, you were actually like encouraged to find different paths throughout the game. It's actually a good idea to try and go the wrong way or try and go the way you're not supposed to go to try and find a faster route. You don't have to get every checkpoint. The only thing you're required to do in a Hot Lava level is get to the end. So it adds a lot of like creativity on the way you want to go, and it adds a lot of replayability to like speedrun levels.
So this one's really just for respawning if you fuck up.
In a lot of like times I was speedrunning a level, I would go past checkpoints because taking a checkpoint would just slow me down. I would just find the quickest way to get to the end.
Okay. Me though, just a lot of jumping puzzles.
Yeah, I mean,
Speedrun
I
jumping
guess
puzzles.
a parkour game you could say is like a long jumping puzzle.
It's not for me, but I guess I can understand it if you like the movement
I
and
love,
you
yeah,
just like
I love
jumping
like
puzzles.
parkour jumping puzzle
It definitely
games.
has to
Like,
like this. This is like I wish Guild Wars had this
had this.
because Guild Wars had jumping puzzles, right? This
Yeah.
is a complete tangent, by the way. But Guild Wars 2 has jumping puzzles, but it doesn't have checkpoints, and that really destroys everything.
Mm.
That and for some fucking reason they're like, you know what, make a great jumping puzzle?
Hang on,
Enemies that attack you, which then slows you down so you can't make jumps.
Is Guild Wars 2 on your list of best games?
No.
Okay.
That's why it's a complete tangent.
Okay.
Why is Paperclip here though? That's
When
my
did the
question.
expansion come out? The
2017?
2017. The
Path of Fire.
I thought Path of Fire was like 2018. Maybe I'm missing.
No, it was like the end of 2017 and I played it in
okay.
2018. I did check though, because I have screenshots from like July of 2018 of Path of Fire.
I don't know, I find like I'm watching this game and I'm just getting hypnotized. Like whenever I play this, it's so relaxing for me to just jump around. Like, it's probably like you play like city builders and you find them really relaxing. I play city builders and find them really stressful.
Okay.
I play this and find it really relaxing. You play this and find it really stressful.
No, I can watch this though and find it relaxing.
Well, I could watch someone playing a city
Oh, you could
builder.
watch someone.
Yeah,
okay.
just as long as I don't have to, micromanage.
I already got an idea of like someone building a city in Anno as like a wallpaper engine.
I was looking at the workshop yesterday actually as I was playing it, and I was like, someone made a workshop map about my dream. What? I had a dream that I was creating a hot lava workshop map, but it was a horror map. I was like, no one's ever done this before. What if someone made a jumping puzzle that was also a horror game? Okay. That would be next level. And someone already made it.
How do you?
So...
I don't understand the horror. How do you? Just running away from something.
The idea of like hot lava, like a lot of levels are in like school, and you're like a kid, right? But I think a lot of it's like you're alone in a school, and I'm like, it's kind of creepy. Like if they turned the lights down, maybe you went after dark, you're in like a dark school by yourself, or like. And kids are scared of shit, so like it makes sense that you would have a level where the kid was scared of stuff, right?
I just don't find like I said, Shrek.
I'm wearing an American football outfit. This is the old system. So there used to be loot boxes in the game that there was no microtransactions ever. But the reason they did loot boxes was because they said it was a really good way to distribute items to make sure that not everyone used the same stuff. Otherwise, people would just get to the max level and they would just go, I'm going to put the rarest stuff on at the end.
Yeah.
Why would I wear anything else? I was just testing that sword blade to see if it was sharp. But yeah, this is one of my games of 2019. This game came out in 20... Well, we'll do our games of 2019 first, and then we'll do our best games that we played in 2019. I love this clip pet you get for collecting stickers because it just says really sarcastic things to you, like, do you want help jumping?
Just like the old days, yeah. Microsoft Word. I still miss Clippy.
You can have a Clippy following you around. There's no bonsai body pet.
I used to use the globe, I think, because it was pretty sassy as well.
Yeah. But yeah, check out this workshop map. It's really cool.
Oh, this is a workshop map?
Yeah, this is a workshop map.
It was like an actual normal map.
And this isn't even a curated workshop map. This is just something somebody made.
Oh, God.
And it should be a curated map with challenges, because this map is fucking great. I think there's 2 curated maps at the moment. There's Parkour Island, and the other one is Blue Box, which is a bunch of levels where you're which is really good. One of them you're like a rat. You know the idea of a rat game where you're a tiny little rat in a human world, so everything's really big.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was tons of CS Counter-Strike source maps called rat_. And the idea was you would just build, human environments, but you would shrink yourself down as if you were like a tiny little rat.
You going the wrong way here.
I'm I'm trying to avoid the axes.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I could sit and watch Hot Lava forever.
I just wonder how you're gonna beat this part, to be honest.
Oh, I spent ages on this one. This one
that's really tricky. But you
Yeah.
have to like get it just
You have
right.
to like go to the lower platform and like crouch and then let it pass and then start going again.
I forgot about crouching actually.
Anyway, so yeah, I would say Hot Lava, one of my games of 2019. One of the games I 100%ed. Let's go on to the next game I 100%ed. Or no, that's okay. I'm gonna go on to it. Fuck it.
We'll go right to it.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Oh, you don't forget the other one.
Superland. I thought I'd just show a spotlight of this because it's already up there.
It's footage.
Yeah, it's footage. But yeah, this game is fucking amazing. I heard about this on Rock Paper Shotgun. John Walker, who is one of my favorite writers of Rock Paper Shotgun, one of the original co-founders, he wrote an article calling this his best game of 2019. I think it was in April. So it was pretty early on, but he said it was really good. And I said, well, I've seen a demo for this on Steam. Maybe I should check it out. So I played the demo. We made this spotlight video. I'll skip some gameplay. On the menu. It's made by David. I think it's made by like one guy as well. It's made by like David Munich, which I think is German, but based on. There's a song at the end that plays called Varum Varum, which is like a completely German song. So I guess he's German.
Who knows? Maybe.
Well, based on the name and the German song.
Probably.
Because I think him and his brother performed the song. So.
I think the characters mean the most that I really like. The world is really good as well, but the characters especially are really cool.
I love how they like in the trailer they show off like GTA map, it's massive. Fallout 4 map is massive, and then they show this map, it's like it's tiny, it's a little sandbox, but you're really small. And one of the things I love about this game, in terms of the world, is the world gets smaller the more powerful you become.
Right.
Because the core mechanic of this game is like upgrading yourself.
Yeah.
And really,
it's like a Metroidvania.
You do get to a point. Like I got to a point at the end when I was near 100%ing it. It's like this map is so tiny, and I was noticing landmarks, and I was like, oh, this goes here, right? So I played this over. I got it for Christmas. I asked for it because it was at the top of my wish list. I really wanted to play it, and I streamed it to a couple of friends. Andy and Dave, and we had so much fun just figuring out the puzzles together. I found that a lot of fun. The puzzles in this game are great. If you ever played a game like Portal, it's very similar to that. I would say very straightforward puzzles, not terrible like Hello Neighbor.
Okay.
But it's very much like, here's a button. How do you open this door?
Yeah.
Stuff is very straightforward, but it still can be very complex at the same time.
You can see how to do it, but you need to figure out how you do it. Like, you can see the end and like all the components to do it, but you need to figure out how it actually works.
But even after you finish the game, there's still stuff to go back and do, like 100%ing. There's some puzzles you can't do until you've actually like finished the game and unlocked some other stuff.
Right.
Which is really cool that they're always introducing like new mechanics, and basically, in a bad puzzle game, Hello Neighbor, they would just have random puzzles that make no sense. But in this game, they go, hey, here's a mechanic.
Yeah.
And then they give you a puzzle, and you go, oh, I've learned how this mechanic works. And then you have to piece different mechanics together to solve a puzzle, right? And it's not always piecing the same mechanics together, or it might be putting the mechanics together in a different way that you didn't do it before.
Yeah.
But it's something that's, you can understand. It has that Portal design, which I love, which is like really smart puzzles that are solvable.
You don't get stuck because you have to second guess like a mechanic you haven't learned yet.
The game, I think the game is described as a mix between Portal and Zelda.
Yeah,
I could see that. Metroidvania.
Yeah,
because so much of the game is like going back and getting powers to unlock new areas.
And Zelda, Toy Story, because you're a character.
Yeah,
that's really
it does remind me of Toy Story as well. Like the idea of being a toy is really cool. I do love that idea.
Rubber beds, weren't they?
You also get like the fucking jump scare of sometimes you look in the sky and there's a kid watching over you, and I'm like, oh fuck. If you don't, that's the 9 game. You push the button and it says 9, and you get an achievement if you press it 9 times. That's one of the achievements.
Okay. Good game.
Like the start, there's a bunch of doors, and I was like, I have no idea how to open them. But once I finished the game, I came back and I was like, oh, I have all these tools and I know how to like solve all these puzzles now because I've played through the game. So
Yeah.
Even if you like defeat the last boss, I would still recommend going back and 100%ing it, because I think most of the people who played the game actually went and 100%ed it, which is kind of
Rare,
crazy.
yeah, rare
Because I think
ordeal.
it's about 16 to 25 hours. I spent 22 hours 100%ing it. But yeah, this is definitely, this and Hot Lava are my games of 2019. There's like no competition
Yeah,
for me.
I know.
This game is so good, and no one is talking about it,
Yeah,
and they
that's a good
should be.
point. Yeah, I've not seen it on any top 10 lists or anything.
Hmm.
Can I just say, as a
Yeah,
side note, I'm sorry we're not doing like arbitrary number, like 10. Like, why choose a number?
yeah,
Why not just say all the games you like?
yeah. The enemies are impossible to kill until you get this upgrade that lets you see how much health they have. I was trying to figure out how to pick it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was hitting it with
When
my
did we
sword.
do this demo?
Like 5 months ago. This was
Okay, yeah, in summer,
August, so
yeah,
like 4 months ago. Yeah.
quite a while
Um,
ago.
but I think it came out about April,
Yeah,
and basically that the guy said, I think on like a Steam post, he was like, none of the media was talking about this game, but it's become really popular now, I think, or at least somewhat
so
popular.
yeah, popular
Think
for like an indie game.
I still don't think if I said to someone, "Hey, have you played Superland?" they would say, "What's Superland?" Right?
Hmm.
So I do think there definitely needs to be more people talking about this game,
Yeah,
because it's genuinely, if you've ever loved a game like Zelda or Portal, you need to play this game. It's fantastic. It's really fucking good. I cannot state how much I loved this game. Like, even if even if you're not a big fan of single player games, I found the way I enjoyed the game was to stream it with my friends, because we enjoyed just solving the puzzles together.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That was really fun.
So it doesn't have co-op, but you can stream it.
Yeah, they did talk about in the book. They like asked people if they wanted to make a co-op game out of this, and they said, based on like a user review, like a user forum that people filled
Hmm.
out that played the game, they said 50% of people wanted co-op, but he said people aren't very good at recommending this to their friends, because not many people bought this because of their friends based on the
Yeah,
data. And he said that would mean that you were selling a game to two people if you just sold a copy that both of them could play, and that means you would only get like 25% of the sales, right?
yeah. Okay.
So he said they want to do co-op, but not any time in the near future, and they couldn't like arbitrarily just add co-op to the campaign because it would
No,
ruin it, right?
you have to do a whole new thing.
So
You could do what Paul 2 did though.
what I'm waiting for now is they've announced the Crash DLC.
Hmm.
That's the next thing coming. It said it was coming out in 2019, but I guess not. I guess that's been delayed
Unless
till
it's
2020.
already out.
No, it's not out.
No.
But the idea of the Crash is that, an alien ship lands, and then that brings a bunch
And
of new
Crash
puzzles.
Bandicoot comes.
Yeah, and then they've started the Kickstarter for Superland 2 as well,
Okay.
which I think has already met its crowdfunding goal. I think it had a crowdfunding goal of 20,000, and it's already met that. So that's cool to see. There definitely will be
Oh,
there will be DLC for this game, and there will be a Superland 2, and I really want to play both of them, because honestly, this is one of the best gaming experiences I've had in like the past 10 years. If we're going to be talking about games of the decade at some point, so this is really good. I highly recommend this. This and Hot Lava are definitely my two favorite single player games
hmm.
of 2019. But shall we talk about a multiplayer game of 2019?
No.
No.
Is
How about
it
we talk
Apex? It is
Shall we
Apex.
talk about my favorite game, multiplayer game of
Oh,
2019?
can I just say, right?
Okay.
I've not seen like it kind of like it was a big hit, right? And I didn't
Yep.
see it for a while, and I saw it again. Like, I still actually like watching this though. Like the movement still looks really cool
Yep.
to watch.
You've seen how I've just complimented the fuck out of Hot Lava of having an amazing movement system, and I cannot recommend Apex Legends movement system enough. It feels so
Who would
great.
have thought good movement system plus shooting, good game?
Who would have thought the developers of Titanfall 2, some of the best FPS movement in the game, could make a really good Battle Royale game? In the Source engine.
I'm most surprised about the Source engine. I actually knew that they're called Respawn, aren't they?
Respawn, yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like them since Titanfall 1. So
I think Vince Zampella, the guy who's the head of Respawn, has just been moved to like head of DICE now.
interesting.
They're moving him over there. I chose some random gameplay off YouTube, so I have no idea how good this would be. I don't have any gameplay
You
of
didn't
it.
record yourself playing Apex?
No, or at least I don't have the footage on
Okay.
my hard drive anymore.
Well,
But I've got to
I'm gonna
say,
pretend this is you.
okay, I'm really bad then, but pretend it's me.
You
I'm
storing?
playing on a PS4,
What
so
are you doing?
I'm just pissing
How
about,
do you know
really.
on PS4?
Sorry.
Because the buns. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um, what was I gonna say? I put 300 hours, over 300 hours into this game.
Jesus.
So I got to say, I think within the first 2 weeks I put in like 100 hours or
Yeah, you
something
did.
like
Yeah.
that, didn't I? Because I enjoyed it
Well,
so
you said
much.
within like what was it? It was like within a week you put 100 hours in. It's like then that's only. Oh, no, no, it's something like first 4 days you put like 100 hours in, and
No,
it's
no, no,
like
that's
it's
not
something like
possible.
that.
If I put 100 hours in the first 4 days, Tony,
You wouldn't be
I
asleep.
would have like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Well, they do this thing on PSN live streaming. When you check your messages, it blurs it for the live stream. That's something. That's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, I love this game. It's really fucking good.
You still play it?
Occasionally, I don't
Okay.
play as much now, but the thing is, I've put 300 hours into it,
Yeah.
and it really just depends. Like, I go back for certain game, like when they add new game modes, I go back and play that. But it's like a trios game, so it's a good game when you have 3 people. But a lot of the time, I'll have like 2 people that I can play with, or I'll have a squad of 4, and you can't really play it. Like trios is kind of an awkward number, but it's nice when you have 3 people. Like they've done solos and duos. I love solos in battle royale games because I find them most fun because I really like improving.
Yeah.
Like I like the aspect. I love We talked about this yesterday, but you hate PvP games and I
Yeah.
love PvP
Yeah.
games. Like I love the aspect of competitiveness and beating another person,
Yeah.
whereas you want to cooperate with people and build something
Yeah,
together.
I will say though, like if the actual playing it is fun, I don't actually care. But I don't get anything out of the actual competing side. No.
Alright. But yeah, fucking well done to Respawn. This came. I remember like watching a bunch of streamers got paid to watch the trailer, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. I might check it out. And then I was like, just playing it non-stop because it was so fun. Like, it's been a great way to play with my friends because it's free to play. We like battle royale games, and it's really good. If I put 300 hours into something, it must be pretty good. It must be probably my multiplayer game of 2019.
Yeah, that's normally what happens. Or current year.
Yeah.
Best game.
I remember people said it was reminding them of Halo as well, because of the idea of like futuristic weapons. You have shields, the time to kill. People were
Oh
getting
yeah, the time to kill is very Halo-ish. Yeah.
people were getting kind of nostalgic for Halo. Do I have footage of Halo Reach? Oh, I have Tangerine, don't I?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Apex Legends. Let's talk about another game. There's Tangerine to Tricky Towers. There's Tangerine to.
I mean, Tricky Tower is
Halo
also a
Reach.
great game, but
So some people might say this can't have been a game of 2019 because it didn't come out. It came out in like 2011, I think.
yeah, something like
And
that.
it's the re-release, and I don't think it's much different other than the fact that it's on PC. But I've never played Halo Reach before, so this is a brand new game to me, and I've had lots of fun playing this. I can tell you how many hours I've played of it.
You play in co-op primarily, right?
Yeah, primarily co-op campaign, and I'm kind of a Griffball main, so I've got 22.3 hours on it this year.
Yeah.
So it's been spending a lot of time. Like one of the things I've enjoyed doing, speedrun main. Yeah, me and my friend Annie the other day we were trying to get the speed one record for the easy campaign, and doing the campaign on easy is mainly just running past everything because
Okay.
it can't kill you. We are 4th in the world on the easy speed run
Okay.
because we completed it in like an hour and a half.
What's the top? Do you know what the top one was? Or
It was like an hour and 5 minutes.
ooh,
But we also, I think we also
trimmed
cheat.
some
I
time
think we
down.
cheated because I think all the other people speedrunning it were doing it solo.
Oh,
We were
okay.
doing it co-op, which meant we could just like have each other opposite end of the maps to complete objectives really quickly.
Yeah.
So I think there's probably a separate speedrun category for co-op, easy. But
We didn't submit it, so it's not a massive problem.
no. That's just funny. This is my favorite thing to do is to just run into a forklift and start driving it. Also, yeah, during our speed run, Andy was like, Oh, come on, we got a speed run. And I just kept driving forklifts into things. I was like just slowing us down on purpose. Pub has a separate category. We were fourth, although we didn't use four people. We were fourth with 2 people. That's how good we are at speedrunning Halo Reach.
I'm not sure about this forklift strat though.
Yeah,
it's
the
not
forklift
working
strat
so
isn't too good.
well.
I love that in Reach, there's a bunch of like vehicles you can drive for
Yeah.
no strategic reason.
Yeah.
There's forklift. There's a couple of trucks. There's a couple of like
They put-
buggies with no guns on
They
them.
put effort into like the mechanics and like the speeds and like the actual
It's-
stats of every vehicle.
So the Halo games I've played are Halo 1, Halo 3, and a bit of like 4 or 5 just on a friend's Xbox. But not
Is this
really.
the only one with co-op single player
No.
or co-op? They all have co-op into them.
I know 3 does 100%.
Okay.
I don't know about the others. I played Halo 1 solo, so I don't know if it does. I'm guessing it's going to. All have co-op.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I
do actually miss that because like there's so many games
Halo.
like I want to play this campaign with someone else.
Look at this strat. You
Oh
drive
my God.
explosives into Andy. I'm much better than this now, but this is like the first time I ever played Halo Reach, so I'm just driving forklifts around. That's the best feature. But you learn how, like, the more you play, the more you learn. It's like on when you're playing a legendary difficulty, which we did a couple of times, like you learn the noob strat where you fire the energy gun to destroy. You like supercharge the energy gun to like destroy the shields of the elites, and then you like headshot them with the damage rifle, because I think the damage rifle and the pistol don't have as much bloom as the other weapons.
Right.
Because the way they do it in Halo is like, especially the assault rifle is a piece of shit, because it has like tons of bloom. So you'll shoot if you don't know how shooting models work. The two main shooting models in games are there's like hit scan, projectile, and then what they do with hit. So hit scan is you point at something. If you're aiming at it, 100% hits. And then there's projectile, which is you have bullet drop, right? So if you're traveling over time, the bullet slowly drops down. So what they do to make hit scan less like you see someone, you shoot someone, they're dead, is they add bloom. And what bloom does is it adds randomness to the shots. So sometimes the shots will miss and go off in different directions. So that's how they make hit scan feel like it has like recoil, or it feels like it has bullet drop without actually having to put it in, right? So that's how they do it, but like, so the weapons you use a lot are the DMR and the pistols and that sort of stuff, because they don't have that bloom on them. Because bloom's a lot weirder when you're playing on mouse and keyboard. Although lots of people are complaining about Halo Reach on PC because apparently controller aim assist is way stronger than just having a mouse and keyboard.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But is that not just because that's how it always used to be though, and just no one knows?
Well, no one's used a keyboard before on Halo Reach, so we live in a world where there is this mouse versus keyboard stuff. Now that we have cross-play with stuff like Fortnite's like a big example of it. But just fucking around in vehicles and stuff. Like, I love just hijacking a ghost and just driving around and doing my own way through a level. The levels are so open and you can complete them anywhere you want. You can do whatever you want, kind of. It's like the levels are
you have objectives
linear.
complete.
You have a beginning and an exit.
Yeah.
But how you get there is 100% up to you.
Yeah, they just have objectives you have to do, and as long as you do them,
and
it doesn't matter.
I've completed the campaign. I've played some multiplayer. There's great stuff like Infection. It's like a zombie mode. Griffball, which is like Rocket League with like gravity hammers. But then like going back and doing the campaign again, where we just go on legendary difficulty to collect data pads. There's like tons of achievement hunting stuff. Like Achievement Hunter started out in stuff like Halo, and if you play Halo Reach, there's tons of references to people like Achievement Hunter. And if you see Andrew369, you may know him from the Achievement Hunter video he was in, where he was on Fails of the Week. There's his shout out, call to fame. This is like the Ghost one of it. I kind of consider this a game of 2019 because I'm playing it on a PC with mouse and keyboard, and I never played it before. But I was talking about this with Andy actually before I started the podcast. Fail of the Week 43, Andy thinks, if you want to check it out.
You could just
How are the sound levels? I think the mic's further away from me than it usually is. I need to be louder. Turn me up.
Turn you up.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. What was the last thing I was saying?
You're talking about Andy about whether the game was 2019.
Ah, yeah. So we're talking about this because I'm going to be talking. That's a good segue because another game I'm going to be talking about, because this game came out in 2011, right?
Yes.
But I'll talk about a game that didn't come out in 2011 but was re-released in 2019 with different mechanics.
Yeah, this is a bit different because it is a whole new game just based on the old game, really.
Dave says that's better. Okay, good. But yeah, this is the Resident Evil 2 demo that I played. That's why it's on my list, because I played the demo. I haven't played the full game yet. I'm basing this based on the demo, so...
It reminds me a lot of Resident Evil 4 stuff, so
I think mine and your criteria for games is a bit different. I only put games on here that I've played, whereas
well, that's
your
fine. But I might
as
well not be here if you force everyone to that.
I think you should review games that you played. Whereas
I'm not reviewing them. I'm just saying which games I like of 2019.
Okay. I'm just explaining to the viewers.
Yeah, that's fine. That's your criteria.
My criteria is I've had to play it at some length, because of course I'm doing one on a demo that I played where I haven't played the full game yet. But this game was really cool. Like, I'm a big fan of the don't make me shut. Also, why the fuck am I not a mod? Fucking betrayed. And Andy said, don't make me shadow.
Is it because you have just lots of different accounts and we never...
Yeah, you have like multiple Twitch accounts.
We definitely have a different account you had before.
You have like 5... You keep forgetting the passwords. Type in chat.
Have you tried LastPass?
I told Dave to get LastPass.
Did he not? Or Dashlane if you don't trust LastPass.
Okay. But anyway, basically they changed the mechanic of shooting to be more of the Resident Evil 4 one, which I really like. Resident Evil 5 even, which is a great game that I might be talking about.
Resident Evil 4 is like one of my favourite games of all time, by the way. Like I don't know if I've ever said that on air, but it actually is one of my favourite games.
And you own it on Steam and you've not played it.
I have. That's because I own it on PS2.
Okay.
I have the platinum edition on PS2
I had Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, and I gotta say, Resident Evil 4 on the Wii is actually really fucking good. It's a great way to play the game. Yeah.
I probably should just dust off the Steam version at some point. I have it installed. I've got this installed as well.
The original Resident Evil 2, wasn't it? It was the camera system with tank controls.
You had I think it was a set camera which then that's how you have monsters chasing you down a corridor, because of the camera, it could have you looking at them, looking at yourself running away. Yeah.
I just got an achievement for 5-minute play. I think with this demo, you could only play for half an hour, sort of thing.
Yeah. Didn't we not make it to the end because we ran out of time, but we were 5 minutes away from the end or something?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't actually remember.
This is a good part where this guy gets chopped in half.
But this game, I think. The reason why I like these Resident Evil games over 5 is I just find it really interesting, just exploring this world, just finding this guy.
Yeah, so I think some people were complaining about the fact they didn't have tank controls and the cameras, because the fixed camera and the tank controls made it really scary, because you had to look at it.
And this isn't scary.
You had to look at it from a certain perspective.
Yeah.
And it made it you could only move very slowly. But I feel like the Resident Evil 4 thing where you slowly aim and you can't really see behind you.
Yeah, that's
just as scary.
It still forces a perspective, but you have a little bit more control over. I don't think it makes it. I think it's different for sure. It's not the same game.
I think some people reviewed this game were actually complaining that they didn't understand half the story, and I was like, it has an A and a B side. You have to play the B side to fully understand the game. I don't know. Because some people only played the A side and just reviewed the A side from Leon's perspective.
It's the same game with a different character, Joe. Yeah, it's a bit confusing though, because it's one of those. That's kind of an old mechanic though. That's not really a thing anymore with more modern games. But I still kind of like the A and B way of doing things.
Based on the games I played in 2019, this was probably one of the most fun I had.
And it's a horror game.
I loved playing this.
And it's a horror game.
Yeah, kinda.
And it has puzzles. It's not a glorified puzzle game though.
I don't know. I personally don't consider zombie games horror games because I'm so desensitized to zombies at this
That
point.
doesn't matter though.
I think most people are like.
No, I know, but that's not what makes this horrifying. Not because it has having zombies in does not make it a horror game.
Right.
Not even like having vampires in a game does not make it a horror game.
Like people the
theme does not make it a genre.
Hmm.
It's a horror game because you have to like actually like find you're surviving, right? It's kind of like survival horror in the sense that you're trying to find.
But I would
and
like compared to
weapons.
like Resident Evil 7, I would say that's more of a horror game than this.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7 is more like a contemporary
because that has
horror game.
that's more like that has like the actual puzzle. Yeah, because you don't have as many weapons, if any at all, most of the time. Yeah,
but I was more terrified of Resident Evil 7 than I was this game. I found I was having lots of fun with this game. So
that's probably not terrifying, but it's still like kind of a. I mean, maybe it isn't just horror, but it's definitely like a survival game in the sense of just trying to survive in a terrifying environment. Maybe not for you, but like for the characters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Well,
it also looks great.
I've got to
put that.
Hang on, how long have we been going on? We've been going for half an hour. I need to move on because I have such a fucking long list. I've talked about these games before.
I have a short list because I have a different plan.
Okay, Risk of Rain 2.
Is this a quick one?
Sure. I mean, I voted for this for my, I think my Better with Friends award, maybe, or on the actual Steam Awards when all the awards came through. This game was surprising for me. I didn't like the first Risk of Rain. But
a completely different game.
The Risk of Rain 2 is kind of like a completely different game in the 3D space. It's really, really fun. And it has co-op as well, which I found, I was playing it with friends and I was really enjoying it. I love roguelike games. Like, I played tons of roguelike games. But the idea you have characters and you go through levels to unlock gold to get, new stuff. And you kill enemies and you go from place to place to place. And you basically, the core mechanic of the game is you go around killing stuff and you try and upgrade your character to get further and further. So it's not like a linear game where it's like a set end. It's more just a good way to waste time. But I found every time I played it, I would just lose hours of time because I was having so much fun just, fucking around playing with it. So yeah.
So what? Okay. To me, it was like, do you just like land somewhere and like have like a wave-based thing, or was like you're just destroying all the enemies?
So basically, you can farm as much gold as you want, but the longer if you look at the top right, you have like a doomsday counter where the game gets harder the longer you spend on a level. So you can sit and farm gold, but then that'll make the later levels even harder, right?
Okay.
But basically, what you're doing is you're trying to charge the. You're looking for the teleporter. And as soon as you activate the teleporter, it spawns a boss. You kill the boss, and then that goes to the next level.
Right.
But I think as soon as you've killed the boss, you can't... as soon as you start the boss, you can't unlock things. Every time you kill something, you get gold. And then you spend the gold in these capsules, which give you an upgrade. So if you look at the top of my screen, you'll see like some of them make you run faster, some of them make you deal more damage, that sort of stuff.
Right, yeah.
This sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You can like farm out levels, but see, like he's getting an extra jump. There's like a double jump ability, right? These like there's these things that give you random abilities, and they increase in price as you use them, and then eventually they exhaust. There's like RNG mechanics and stuff, and then there's specific chests that are bigger that it'll give you better rewards based on how big they are. But the bigger they are, the more money they cost. So you can use your money. You can like gamble your money on getting like a good ability, or you can save up your gold and buy a specific
It's like strategic risk reward.
But yeah, this game is really fucking fun. One of my games 2019. Definitely check out Risk of Rain 2. Let's move on to my second to last game, I think. Or is there another one? Totally Reliable Delivery Service. This is the most fun I've had in a co-op game all year. It's hard to say, go and get this game.
Is this one you have to play that you can't get the whole experience watching?
I've talked about this on the podcast before. It's based on the beta because the full game isn't out, so I literally can't, talk about it. But based on the beta, it's similar to a game like Gang Beasts, where it's, the floppy physics, where you're basically Imagine gang beasts, but you and your friends are trying to drive vehicles and deliver packages. It's
Yeah.
the best way I could describe it, right?
I think that's perfect. That's exactly what it is, right?
But I remember I was playing this with my friends and I was just laughing so hard throughout the entire thing because it was so much fun. I wish this was a full game already because it is fucking hilarious. Really, really recommend playing it. I think the gameplay speaks for itself, really.
I think there's So watching you and Andy at one point, like trying to fly a helicopter.
Oh yeah, we kept trying to fly this helicopter over and over again, and it just kept crashing and crashing and crashing. Eventually, because you have to fly this helicopter, so you've got like these terrible physics controls, and you're trying to like control this helicopter.
I remember, like,
and I'm trying to pick up a package and deliver it onto a skyscraper.
I can't remember if you'd have told me this or I could hear, but Andy was just like, "Oh, I've got this. Don't worry." And then just like losing control, going upside down.
Yeah, it's a game that's probably easier to like just watch than explain, or even better to just play it and then you'll understand why the game is so fun.
Yeah.
So definitely check this one out when it comes out. I did vote for this on the Steam Awards, I think, for the best co-op experience. I had the Better with Friends award thing. But yeah, definitely check this out. Okay. Got our Peter picture up there. What next?
So I guess they're all winners, really.
No, I got.
One more.
What did I put on here? Oh, a game I forgot about until I saw it on somebody else's list is one of my games 2019, Teamfight Tactics. I actually put a lot of time into this and had lots of fun with this.
I keep forgetting about this game, to be honest with you.
I mean...
It needs a better name, to be honest.
I mean, it literally got me to install League of Legends this year, Teamfight Tactics. It was that fun, and that's a game I swore to never play again.
Is this the one that Donkey was playing when people kept saying, like, stop playing League?
Yeah, I think so. But I'd never played a auto battler. I think this kind of was the year of auto battlers, or what are they called? Auto chess games. Because you had, of course, auto chess on Dota.
Yeah.
You had Dota Underlords, which was the Valve one, and then TFT is the League one. I think auto chess is now free to play on the Epic Games Store. You can now play it now.
It's actually out properly.
Yeah, they fully developed it, and I think they were doing it in Unreal Engine 4. I haven't played it though. I really enjoyed playing this. I thought it was so much fun. Like I think I got more of a kick out of it because I already knew all the characters and what they kind of did. Whereas when I tried to play Dota Underlords, I was like really confused and I wasn't really sure what they were meant to do or what items did. Whereas with this game, I had like a base level of knowledge already. Yeah. Right. I kind of knew what I was doing. And also, this game was really popular on like Twitch. So there was tons of stuff. I watched tons of TFT streams as well. Like, talk about a game that was really good to watch in 2019. TFT was a great game to watch. It was like, it had like that Hearthstone vibe where...
Yeah, I can see, yeah.
It was really relaxing to just sit down and watch someone play. And it had great chat interaction. Like...
It's like slow enough, but...
One of the best games to stream in 2019, I would say, just because of how it was, it was slow. You had like... Well, there's quick moments, but it was mostly just it's planning out your turns.
Slow. You're always thinking, so you always have something to talk about. If you're like dead day, you need to talk about something, and but it's like time to breathe and talk at the same time as you're.
Like I like the strategies of where it was like I'm just gonna roll down and try and get an early game strat, or it's like I'm gonna save all my gold, go full economy, and I'm gonna try and buy these high level units. I'm gonna go mage sorcerers or whatever, right?
I think this was the game that actually made me sort of understand auto chess as well. Because like the other two, there's only 3 of them, right?
I think there's probably more now.
There's probably more now, yeah.
But the main ones are auto chess, Dota Underlords, and TFT, right?
I think
the famous trilogy.
The other two is like I don't know any of the characters, like or any of them, right? So it didn't really matter to me. But this one just seemed the most simple to see and visually understand. So I think it's a Dota Underlords that has like the grey look to it.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm so confused with that. I don't know what I'm looking at half the time. But this,
I find
simple.
I kind of petered off playing it because they kept doing lots of patches really quickly, so there was a lot to learn, and I found that I kind of lost interest when they did that. But I definitely wouldn't say I wouldn't go back and play it. Like I had lots of fun playing it, and I wouldn't mind playing it again, especially since they They had like a ranked mode. I played like tons of ranked of TFT as well. I found that really fun, like leveling up, trying to improve.
Still playing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tons of people still play TFT.
Hmm.
It's on like the League client. So you just literally, if you have League of Legends, you have TFT. And I think that's one of the reasons it was so popular, is because you literally, you know, League has one of the biggest user bases in the world. It's like one of the most popular games in the world. It's like, well, you own League already, so you own TFT, right? They're trying to do like their games launcher with other games, like Honourable Mention, Legends of Runeterra, which is a kind of interesting game.
Yeah.
So look what Andy said. They also introduced a whole new set of heroes and took loads out, so had to learn new champs. They about to do a second rotation, so nobody knows anything, plus new items. Yeah, they kept adding new items, new characters. They added like because in the new season of League of Legends, which I keep up with because I'm interested in the esports, they added like the environmental rift. So that where you have the tiles, basically you move your tiles based on how you want characters to move. Because assassins, they jump to the furthest away unit and stuff like that. So in placement's really important, but they made it placement way more important because they had stuff like if you put your character on this tile, he has double attack speed. Because he's got like a light power up, or he gets like a dark rift power up and stuff like that. And
right.
I don't know. Beats TV. It's like a third party thing.
Don't know. Yeah, it's one of the games that I kind of wish I'd played to some extent, but it's kind of like.
And I'm going to talk about the last one on my list, the games 2019. You've heard me talk about this to death in 2018, but I'm going to mention it again
because it came out.
Because it technically came out of early access in 2019.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of the best games that I've played. It has to be Slay the Spire. I fucking love this game. You've heard me talk about it a million times. It was so innovative as well because it was the idea of the deck building roguelike game.
And I finally played it this year as well. When it came out? Yeah.
Tell me about your experience then, because that's something I'd like to hear.
So the first time I played it, very confused.
Yep.
But you kind of just do things, right?
What's your favourite character to play? What character?
I haven't locked any other characters.
You just played the Ironclad, right?
Really cool though.
Mm-hmm. Have your sip of
Sorry.
water.
Yeah, I've got a frog in my throat at the moment.
Oh, classic.
But yeah, I played it and I just slowly. The first thing I tried to make did not work. Like I tried to make like an exhaust. I made like a blocking exhaust deck, right?
Oh yeah,
I
like making blocking decks on the Ironclad.
Yeah,
did you have Shield Slam or Shield?
Yeah.
The one where you get all the armor
but
and then you use the armor as damage.
I thought the exhaust was a really cool mechanic, but then I thought about it and like, oh, this doesn't actually work. Because when I got to the final boss,
you didn't have any cards.
Not really the final boss. I destroyed all my cards, so I had no blocking power anymore. So I only had damage and couldn't block. But the second time round, I made a proper blocking one. So I blocked. I just waited until the moment, then just did tons of damage after blocking and doing damage after blocking.
I think exhaust is something that's a lot better when you've played more of the game.
Well, I put little parts of exhaust in my second deck when it's like, oh, I need lots of damage right now, so I'm gonna exhaust. Like this card will do this thing, and it made way more sense to do smaller exhausts in that. I don't know.
But exhaust makes more sense when you know which cards you want to exhaust, and then you can make a deck with exhaust in it that basically makes an infinite combo. So that's like a lot of people who are really good at the game will just draft exhaust and then they will draft specific cards. And I think something you do in the early games, you're like, I don't know when any of these cards are. Put this card in my deck. Put this card in my deck. I think the further you get in, the thinner your deck will become. Yeah, I'll skip on this. I don't want this.
I found because I knew what the cards were the second time. And I was like, oh, I know this won't work with this. Because I
remember the first time I played a deck building, like a physical card game with Daniel called I think it was called Starcade or something like that. And I was like, oh, you can take a card. And I was like, oh, I don't want to. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to choose not to put a card in my deck because that would make it.
Yeah, you want it more reliable.
I want my deck to be thinner so I have more reliable draws. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Because these games are all about comboing from one card to another, so you want a reliable.
I need to wrap it up. I'm 50 minutes in.
It's
I
fine.
haven't even let you talk.
It doesn't matter. It's the whole podcast is this.
Okay.
You have too many honourable mentions though.
Yep. But the honourable mentions are going to be like.
Okay, fine. It's fine then.
I'll do it quick. Your games of 2019. What are they? Do you want to start with the one you sent me the footage of?
I sent the one I sent the footage of, and then we have to find footage of the other one, which I have not played, but I don't care because I've watched so much of it. And it definitely is a game I really like.
Barbarous You. You wanted me to play
I
the
bought
music.
yesterday. I was okay because I was like, I love the music though. I just love just the interesting music.
Hang on, let's listen to the music. Wow. Okay, go on.
Anyway, yeah. So I only bought this yesterday. I was watching not a tutorial, a walkthrough of it. Just walkthrough or just a let's play, whatever. And I was like, I watched him complete like the tutorial island basically, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then it's like he got to the second island. I was like, I want to just like figure out the puzzles myself. I'm like, how much is this game? It's like, oh, it's only £11. So I got the game and I played it. I think 3 hours straight by accident.
Yeah.
It's just like I think this is probably the one I gave up on and came back to. I can't remember.
You played it last night.
Yeah, so I recorded half an hour of stuff last night. At some point, I do just stop and look at something. You might want to skip that at some point if I talk about it for too long. But yeah, the idea of this game is like you see all these the text, right? Like these are the properties of the world. Like the fact that I can't go through walls only exists because it has wall is stop in the top left, and if you don't have something is you, and you're dead. By the way, so there are I don't know if you see it in this, but there are levels where you can like attack.
I've seen some.
You can move yourself. You can move what you are. So yes, and this is I think.
Did you vote for this on the Steam Awards for most innovative?
Yeah, I did. I did actually. Yeah.
I voted for Slay the Spire. So.
I think I nominated Slay the Spire, but I didn't know this existed at the time. This is when I knew about it. Jelly is stop. Oh yeah,
wall is stop.
Wall is defeat. You get instantly killed if you walk into a wall.
Wall is nothing.
Yeah, but I can't walk in. I was thinking like, oh, I'll get rid of because in the early levels you just remove the stop from the wall and you can walk through it. I didn't notice that wall is defeat in the bottom left. I don't know if you saw that either.
No, I didn't.
The wall is defeat. Bottom left means that you just instantly die. So I need to try and make flags, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is one I get stuck on. Oh, I mean everything's
jelly is wall, and then you walk through jelly.
Yeah, I really like this level. I was so happy I recorded this one. I was like, right, what I need to do now is
jelly is win.
Yeah,
that's
it. That's what I needed to do. Jelly is win. And it's like
then you just touch jelly.
There's an early level.
Wow.
Right? There's an early level where
you touch the jelly to win.
There's an early level where it's like flag is win.
Take notes, Andy.
Flag is win. You're stuck in a room, but then you make yourself into the wall. Then you move everything. Like everything moves around you. Like you just like walk into the flag. That was really cool.
Yeah, I've seen like some gameplay of this, and I think it does look like a really good game.
It's the best puzzle game I've played. I think. It's really infuriating. This is like I'm showing like if you have two things that like the top one overrides the bottom one.
If rock is rock, then rock can't be flag.
Yeah, so I have to destroy that. And it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
It teaches you how to play.
Yeah, I think the next. Cool. This is one I get stuck on. So I want to skip and I go back to it and I figure it out.
Jelly Throne.
We'll wait until I get stuck. But yeah, it's just kind of mind. Oh, yeah, I gave up on that one instantly.
2 doors.
Oh, okay. I was going in order. That was 11, right? I wanted to do 10 first. And this one I spent ages on.
You sent me a screenshot of this yesterday, and you were like, "Oh, can you help me figure this out?" And I was like, "How am I supposed to figure it out based on a picture?"
I was baiting you. I was like, "There's no way you can help me, but I'm going to send it to you anyway."
Yeah.
No, because all the information is in the picture though. Because there's no movement stuff. Like it's just you moving stuff. I'm the door.
Door is
I'm
you.
the door.
But you need to get flag as win to win, right?
Yeah, but the key's in the way. I couldn't figure out what to do.
Can you pull things?
No.
Okay.
It's only push. If you skip, because I think I took a long time figuring this one out.
Let me try and figure it out.
Okay. I don't think you'll get it.
I think is it something to do with hedge?
No, you can't do anything with those really, because like if it's on the far right side, because you need to write words either downwards or to the right, you can't do anything with stuff on the right. But the stuff on the left, key is push and open, you can do stuff with. Right, so we have to skip ahead because I actually figured out what the solution was. And I just thought it was really cool. So I was like, okay,
Tell me
I'm
when to
door.
stop.
When do I figure it out? I think ages on this.
I'll skip to the end.
Oh,
and then you.
yeah, there we go. Let's do it from here. Yeah.
Okay.
So when key is okay, so key is open, right, and then key is shut. So key opens itself
And then
destroyed
win,
itself.
and then you
Then
become door.
Yeah,
And
no,
you
you
win.
had to come door initially because you can't get in any other way.
Mm.
Then I go back to 11. Then I also spent like a huge amount of time going, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
This one really fucked me.
What's this one?
Well, you're stuck, right? Like, if you push the flag, you can't get to the right.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you supposed to do?
Just touch the jelly.
Just touch the jelly. How?
Jelly is win? I don't know.
I couldn't make flag is jelly.
Flag is push. Flag is stop.
I just find myself. I just stare at these things for like 5 minutes, and like the time passes, and then I was like, I don't know what happens.
Flag is jelly?
I tried that, but flag is flag at the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been sneaky. I can't. What did I do? I think. Oh, I know what I did.
What did you do?
Flag is.
Is you?
Is it that?
Flag is you. Is that possible?
Ah, I can't remember what it was now. There's something I did. Yeah, I think this is when I give up on them. I can't actually remember. Yeah, this is
All right. Well,
this one. I can do this one.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, this I did not expect it to be so fun, but like I was just watching a video on it, and like I just want to solve these puzzles myself.
wrap it up.
And then I played it and went, "This is amazing," and it's still mind bending to me to this day.
What's the next one so I can look it up?
I'm gonna talk about Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds. That's a good game.
I still think you should play Outer Wilds, by the way.
I want to play Outer Wilds. Apparently, there's time travel in it.
Yeah.
There's a new Badlands Chugs. Can we put that one on instead?
Yeah, Badlands Chugs. It's the best game of 2019. you can just put the review on that you did, or you can just put anything on.
I'll just put anything on.
Yeah. But I've been watching this and just like I just love the world. I love like how you interact with it. I love the look of the world. The stories as well, like all like the character interactions of this game.
This is one of those games of 20 I really wanted to play.
I think I was watching. I think it's Jim's review of this game or Jim Pression. Like he was saying, like this is basically a better Fallout that isn't Fallout. It's the best Fallout game ever made, and it's not a Fallout game. I think is what he said. Not verbatim, but more or less. And you know what? I agree. Because I assume you really like the Fallout world, like just the interesting stuff.
I love Fallout 3, yeah.
Yeah, but like the lore of it is like really cool stuff. Like this has similar, not doesn't have like mutants and things. It doesn't have like the nuclear apocalypse, but I just love the idea of like it is just like capitalism gone wrong because they're trying to colonize a new place, and you just like meet interesting characters that are dealing with these problems, and you're kind of just like you're meant to be there, but you're still a fish out of water because you became late.
Yeah,
I think that's just really cool.
People have already started to try and build the new world, right?
But I also love as well, it's like the skill trees, right? You can, I think we play the RPGs a very similar way. Like we play to be we like try and influence people and persuade people.
Yeah,
that's how I play RPGs anyway. This game, like you have skill trees to do that, like so you unlock abilities, but they also have combat abilities, like so you can like there's like like I don't know in Skyrim like you have like a fear mechanic. Right. But in this game, like it's a way different system.
Yeah.
Like you can actually, I think you can like influence, like you can make them cower or like by doing stuff or like shouting things basically.
Right.
But at the same time, I think you can choose at the start. I think it's at the start of the game, and like you can add stuff later. But you choose a fear yourself.
Right.
But if you choose a fear or like a negative effect, you get more skill points. You can then put other buffs in.
Oh right.
So you can
you choose something you're weak to.
Yeah.
You get more. Yeah.
So you can be like scared of heights, scared of wolves. I can't remember what all of them were, but they were so cool. Then there was some. The weapons are also really interesting as well.
That reminds me of game I played, South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Oh yeah.
You have to choose. You're a superhero, and you have
Yeah.
to choose a weakness.
Yeah.
And I chose crab people. I was weak to crab
So
people.
and
I think there's also a mechanic like that in Disco Elysium as well.
Yeah, I think there is.
Yeah, but go on.
But I think in this game you have to choose one at the start, but you can add more later or something. Or you don't have to. I can't actually remember the character creation now. But I will say this, like, what makes this so good is just, like, every character you meet is interesting. And the world looks interesting.
Looks great.
And also, it's not an open world game.
Right.
It's like, it kind of is, but it's like different hubs. Like, you know, the old, like the games of old, like you go to like a new planet and like you'd like explore that area. So it's like open world in that sense that you can do stuff in that area. You can't like just walk from area to area though. So like, I think they've been able to, because of this, they're able to pack more interesting things into an area. Because like things like Skyrim and Fallout 4, like it's just like empty nothing.
The world it
really
kind of
boring.
reminds me of the most is Borderlands. Borderlands kind of has that space frontier kind of vibe.
Yeah.
To it.
I can. Yeah,
I'm talking about in like style.
Like
the atmosphere and stuff, not like the actual gameplay.
I would say it is like a mix between Borderlands and Fallout. Like if you added some of the ideas from Fallout into like a Borderlandsy themed universe, because Borderlands is like your Pandora, isn't it? Like it's like at the edge of like known or charted territory, and like just full of bandits and scumbags. But then there's like a big corporation trying to get to the vault. I guess there's no vault in this, and I still have no idea what the.
Yeah, I don't know
what
what
you're trying to solve
is.
here in this, even though I don't want to spoil it, to be honest with you. I've been like purposely making sure to not watch story or main story gameplay.
I think basically the main pull between the game is there's like 3 competing factions, and you're trying to get them to work together for some reason.
Have different...
But they basically never want to.
Yeah, you have different.
It's like space politics, I think.
Yeah,
you can
have different. You can have different standings between them, which is But the biggest. I would argue the biggest pull is just like interacting with everything. Like everything is interesting. Like nothing is just like a normal. It's not like a Skyrim where like, oh, you go into a cave and kill something. It's like every quest has like, oh, I'm doing this because of this, and like, oh, I can think of a different a different way to solve this.
Obsidian rather than Bethesda Studios.
And so it just shows how much better Obsidian is at making these games.
And although it is on the Epic Games Store, you can also get an Xbox Game Pass. So if you just want to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass to check it out, you can get it for like £1 for like a month or something like that. It's crazy.
This to me is just one of the games I would actually want to own and like come back and play though. I know like for you like RPGs are like more like you play once or a couple of times and you didn't want to come back to it, but I like going back to old games, so like I don't it's been a while since I played Dragon Age Origins, like I'm really glad I own Dragon Age Origins. I think that's all I've got to say about this. It's just
what's your next game?
Better Fallout.
What's your next game?
Well, it's Devil May Cry 5.
Devil May Cry 5.
Yep. Well, my voice doesn't.
Which you played last night?
I did actually play last night, but I didn't mean to.
Record.
I wasn't meant to. It was like, what time was it? Like 4:30 or something in the morning. I just started playing it. I was like, oh.
I was just pissing about.
I just wanted. It was like I haven't installed this yet. I was talking to you because we were doing Tangerines last night, and I was like, why have I not installed? Because I installed Resident Evil 2, the remake. I was like, why have I not installed this Devil May Cry 5?
Yeah.
And
tell you what, you talk about
I'll
this,
talk about
and I'm going to get you another drink of water.
Thank you.
Because you sound like you're dying.
I am dying slightly.
Can you tell the people about Devil May Cry
5? If you like campy games, this is one for you. If you don't like campy games, then I guess ignore the story and just skip it, because even without... Don't care about the story, the gameplay is really good. It's just like... I think my first experience with Devil May Cry is DMC, or DMC Devil May Cry, like the one made by the same people who made Satsuma Sacrifice. But I would argue, from what I can see anyway, I've not actually played 4 properly, which is the one I have installed as well, the remake of 4, or the remastering of 4. But there's something really satisfying about like launching it. I guess it's juggling enemies. Like you launch them into the air and then you like go from enemy to enemy, like try and attack them and try not to get hit, and try and find the best and most stylish way, because that's how this game works. You're trying to stylishly destroy everything. This is the start of the game we're looking at right now. So this is just like the introing tutorial cutscenes and gameplay. Also, the biggest pull for Devil May Cry is just I just really like demon stuff, and there's just a lot of demons in it. There's something great about really campy, really campy characters and voice acting while just shooting demons in the face. It's not for everyone. I can see why it could be annoying, but it's just too much fun. I don't care. Just way too much fun. I don't think I don't know if we can actually get to actually oh god, this is 7 hours. Okay, we'll skip ahead. We'll skip ahead. So we'll actually get some actual gameplay. No spoilers. Okay. This person's not the greatest, but I mean, I haven't played this for that long, so I can't really say anything either. But the idea is you're just trying to juggle like every demon, and then just keep killing. You just want to keep you want to keep always be attacking. The idea is see the badass meter is just always going up and up. It gets eventually to triple S.
Yeah.
The idea is just like you want to just kill everything as they call it stylish as possible, and that's the real gameplay loop that I think really sells it. That and demons.
I really wanted to play this because I love hack and slash games.
Yeah, it's one of the best, and it's really satisfying because you get to choose which moves and combos you get to unlock as well as the game progresses. Because the more stylish you kill enemies, I think the more points they drop. I think.
Yeah.
At the end of the level, you get more points. I think the better you do, the more moves you can then get and then them subsequently use. I think there is a stupid. Okay, the only thing that kind of degrades this is like there are stupid things like you can like buy boosts and things in a single player game for some fucking reason.
Well, like microtransactions.
I think so.
Right.
And I was like, I logged in. It's like, oh, login bonus. I was like, what the fuck are you on about? It's a single player game. Go away.
Yeah.
But as long as you ignore that and some of the funky menu.
Isn't it like is it a Capcom game?
Yeah, it's a Capcom game.
Let me look it up.
But you also the other thing about this is you get to play as 3 different characters.
Yeah, it's a Capcom game.
I'm a sucker for like things with demons in for some reason. I just really like the unique, especially this game. This makes like every demon is
got
interesting.
a giant pair of fucking
it's
scissors.
Scissor Man. I haven't met this person yet. This is this is like a 7-hour let's play for some reason.
Oh right, okay.
So I've just skipped like an hour and 20 minutes in. So I'm not actually this far yet.
I'm a huge fan of hack and slash games, like some of my favorite games, Darksiders, God of War, stuff like Dante's Inferno, stuff like that. But I never played a Devil May Cry game. I wanted to play like.
If you like Dante's Inferno, you will like this. Dante's Inferno is like directly like copying Devil May Cry 4, I think, and its juggling mechanic of like launching enemies into the air and like trying to hit them. Right. That's what the scythe did in Dante's Inferno.
But I wanted to play them in order. Like I wanted to get the remastered collection and then play like Devil May Cry. I think.
Yeah.
It's just the the remake that they started the series again with just calling it Devil May Cry, didn't they? And then they made Devil May Cry 5.
That's DMC Devil May Cry was made by the same people that made Satsuma Sacrifice.
Satsuma Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Is that Sasuna, the Hellblade
game?
Game?
I think at least I think it is them. If it's not, then I apologize. But I'm pretty sure it is them, and it's a prequel. So it's like when Dante's first, not maybe getting his powers, but like he's really young basically. He's like discovering his demonic powers.
He's a badass.
Yeah, because he has he's a Nephilim, which is half demon, half angel in this lore. The Bible lore is that Nephilim is like half human, half angel.
Oh, they have Nephilims in Diablo as well.
Yeah, I don't know what they in that. Is that half human, half angel? Or is that half demon?
I feel like they're
angel?
Just heroes. You play as the Nephilim.
That's probably half human, half angel. Then in this, Nephilim is half demon, half angel. So Dante, this isn't Dante, but this is Nero.
Right.
Dante is. I don't know.
Okay.
He just introduced. There's also some guy called V. I don't know what his full name is, but he just also introduced. Dante's really old in this.
Right.
And he goes full demon mode in the opening cutscene. And then gets not killed, but knocked out.
I wanted to try and understand the story. Which is why I
Whoa!
wanted to play them in order.
There's a button on the title screen that's like, watch this video to explain the story of Devil May Cry.
Right, so you can do that.
I can just watch a video.
Right. Oh my god, we're getting a bot in our chat. Wanna be famous? Buy followers. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Dude, I swear we get... Mod user, yeah.
Mod users. Oh dear.
Alright, I took out the bot. Mr. Destructoid clap.
I'll do it. Don't tempt me. Yeah, but this... Also, okay. This is the first time I was testing out my RTX card as well. Properly.
Yeah.
Turns out I can run it on Ultra.
With RTX?
Yeah. I've got a shit
It's
CPU.
1080p though.
Yeah, it's only 1080p. It's a shit CPU though, which I was expecting to like have to turn graphics down. No, I think there's some areas that are a bit stuttery. So I might need to still turn some things down, like a CPU
Well, you
bound.
have a 2080 Ti. It's not like your system.
It's not Ti. It's just 2080.
Oh, I thought it was Ti. Okay.
No, I did not spend the extra £300 for like margin increase in performance.
It's not that small. It's actually it's quite big, especially
Not for 300.
Okay, and not for 1080p.
No.
But if you would like 4K RTX.
Yeah, if I was aiming to
get
get 120 hertz 4K, fine. But I wasn't. I didn't want to spend that money.
Whereas I'm looking at the 2060 RTX and I'm like, I want to do 1440p 144 hertz. I probably need a more powerful card.
Yeah.
I don't care about like set like ultra settings. I will just turn everything down until I get resolution and frame rate for me.
Yeah, I am kind of a sucker for like high graphics things, but the FPS is required. I mean, look how beautiful this is. Like just the creativity of some of these things.
Is there another game you wanted to talk about?
No, I think that's it for the time being.
Okay.
Did
you have stuff?
I have honorable mentions.
Okay. Should we go on to the best games we played in 2019?
Yes.
And try and wrap it up?
Actually, I had my honorable mentions in this actually, so these ones I played.
You want to get footage of them?
If you want to find Space Engineers,
no.
That came out in 2019.
Space Engineers. Next one.
Yeah, I'll quickly say we're still on Devil May Cry scene because it looks great. Space Engineers came out in 2019. They added mechanics to actually make the survival.
It came out in 2013.
Originally, yes, the beta / alpha. But it actually came out properly in 2019. They actually added hydrogen engines and wind turbines, which completely changed. Oh, and a smaller survival unit which you can make everything from instead of having to. Because before you had to start with big things. This like changed the start of the game completely. Right. So because of that, I got back into Space Invaders because I was kind of done with it in 2018. I didn't really play it.
I've been done for it for a while.
You've always been done with it. I paid you to buy it. I can't even remember how I convinced you.
I said I've got £17 in my Steam wallet, and you said Space Invaders.
Do you know what else is that much money?
What?
Yeah. So anyway, also this is the year 2019 was the year where I actually made things in Space Invaders that I actually really like. Like, so I've saved the blueprints of them, and I actually used them in survival. And it's like, yeah, okay. I think I've finally learned how to play Space Engineers after 7 years? Alright, 6 years. 6 years. We'll go with 6 years.
Yeah.
Coming up to 7. Yeah, it only took 6 years for a game to fully release. And it's not quite Game of the Year, but I played a lot of it this year. So it's definitely a game I've played and an honourable mention.
Wow. What's the next one?
Well, do you do yours? I can't remember what the other one was now.
Oh, you've only got 2.
I had 2 honorable mentions. That was it.
Okay, let me get the list out. Oh wait, you want me to do honorable mentions?
No. Do best game played.
Because this one's gonna be longer.
All my honorable mentions were. Wait, what was my? Maybe okay. Well, Spain was the one I played.
Okay, best games I played in 2019. I gotta talk about Fee. If you haven't seen our spotlight of Fee, watch this. You know I'm a fucking sucker for artistic platformers. Ori and the Blind Forest is one of my favorite games of the decade. Game of 2015 for sure. That game's fucking amazing. And so is Fee. Basically, in Fee, I think you can only get it on EA Origin because it's like an EA in-house studio maybe.
Yeah.
But it's this great game. You play this little woodland creature and you have to like sing to different woodland creatures, and you have to look after them, and you have to like help the forest. And there's these weird Bioshock Big Daddy guys like trying to spread corruption through the forest and that sort of stuff. Really fucking good.
I actually forgot this game existed.
I think it came out like 2018, maybe. It was so good.
It's another game like I never saw any media coverage of it.
I didn't know it existed until literally I had Origin access.
And just looking through some games.
Yeah, I just looked through it. I'm dropping frames at the moment. Okay. I'm struggling to get videos to load. Ugh. It's like watching a slideshow.
Yeah.
Why am I dropping frames? Okay. Hopefully it's gonna get better. No, it looks terrible. Okay. What's my internet doing? Oh, is it back? We're back once more fucking again.
That's because you're trying to tempt it, trying to test it. That's what does it. Yeah, I think it's just a game I kind of just watched you play and just really interesting. And the world was so good, like the foggy purple effect and the blue effect. It's just so nice.
Yeah, if you've got like a annual Origin Access subscription and you're looking for a game, these are the Bioshock motherfuckers I'm talking about. These are terrifying. If you've got Origin Access, definitely check this one out because it's on Origin Access. I think you can buy it as well if you want to purchase the game, but definitely play this game because it is fucking amazing. One of the best games I played this year, definitely.
They don't actually kill you though, do they? They just trap
you. So if you don't understand for this category. You don't have to have. The game doesn't have to have come out in 2019, but it's the best games you played in 2019, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Paul Knights. Paul Knights is a game that you own but refuse to play with us.
Oh yeah, that's true. What was I doing at the time?
You were playing Space Engineers.
Was it actually Space Engineers?
Yeah, I think you're like, fuck yeah, I'm playing Space Engineers. We played this with like. Dave,
I was in the core at the time.
We even played with Michael. Michael played this with us.
All three of you. Three?
Yeah, Scorn Retorts was there.
I can't count. There's 4 people, right?
Scorn Retorts account is so inactive. It has the Scorn's unlisted and Scorn's greatest hits needs to be updated.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically there was a Humble bundle this year called the Humble Builder Bundle. And 2 of my favourite games that I played in 2019 were Portal Knights and Tricky Towers, which I've talked about in Tangerine, and I'll show it off quickly in a bit. But this game is way better than I think it had any right to be. It seems like, at first glance, it seems like it might be like a shitty Minecraft clone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it actually is like a really good little adventure / building game.
Yeah.
There's lots of cool progression. You go through the world. Basically, you travel from portal to portal, similar to like a Diablo adventure mode system, where basically you're going through the level to find the portal. You then build the portal, which takes you to the next level. Then you get new worlds with new enemies, and you're leveling up, and you fight bosses, and then you use the boss keys to get further into the game. It has like it's I would say compared to a game like Minecraft, where it's kind of just go out into the world and do stuff, and this kind of more has a set ending.
Yeah, it's more directed than Minecraft
it's more of like a linear. It's more of a more linear experience than Minecraft, which I like because I like the idea of leveling up, getting new items.
You can still do it in your own way, but
I now have access to iron tools. I now have access to gold tools. I now have access to the next level.
And you can still build your house, like store all the stuff you find.
I was being creative and building a house, but I was also progressing through the game, and that's why I had so much fun with Portal Knights.
So this is one that the bosses had like random drops, and like you were trying.
You could like farm bosses.
Yeah, because I remember listening to Andy always like trying to fight the worm and things, and just get all the drops from it.
But yeah, I think we eventually built like I was building like a massive tower. Andy was building some out of wood, as he always does. Why does Andy always build things out of wood? I don't know. Always ice and wood, the main.
Yeah, ice bricks and wood, I think, was the main.
But yeah, I 100% recommend picking up in the bundle. Probably can't get it now, but even just on its own as a game, Portal Knights
Yeah.
is really fun. Like just to play with a couple of friends, definitely check this one out. I had so much fun with it this year. So I guess I'll talk about this one as well. Tricky Towers. It'll load, please. There we go. Tricky Towers. What a fucking amazing game. I've done Tangerine on this if you want to watch like my full gameplay of it, or you want to hear about me talk about it a bit more. But one of my games 2019 was Tricky Towers. I didn't expect this to be one of my games of 2019. I've talked about it in the past. I don't like Tetris.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know that, and that's crazy to me.
Tetris with physics plus magical abilities
Great
is
idea.
really fun, and it's super fun to play as a multiplayer party game with friends. So check that one out. Next one, did Tangerine on this one as well. If you want to watch my full thoughts on it, it is 7 Days to Die. So we're gonna try and make it. I've had so much fun this year. This is another one where I've been playing with friends. I've found that's a really fun way to play. So playing this with, we've got like a server set up.
Yeah.
This is just, I think it was Alpha 18 is like the most, changed the game a lot, added tons of stuff.
Was you saying that's made the wiki as well out of date?
Yeah, because I think Alpha 17 was like the big one for a while, but now Alpha 18's like, I don't know. I don't know much about the development of the game, but I think Alpha 18 like changed the game and it got lots more people interested.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's in 7 Days to Die is actually in a really good state right now.
Yeah, it looks way better than when I first saw it.
I've played it on multiple different games and I've tried different strategies and gone to different places and lived through that. And, you know, same thing with Portal Knights. Building stuff with your friends is always going to be fun. But this one especially I've found really fun, like the progression through the game. The only thing that I didn't like about it was it can be a bit buggy. It is like, you know, Alpha 18 is an early access survival game, so
I can tell you right now, it's far less buggy than it was in Alpha 5 when I first saw it.
The one thing I do love about the game is the skill system. It reminds me of like a Fallout kind of perk sort of thing, which I found really cool. But yeah, definitely check that one out. I hate the hitboxes in this game as well. It's another thing.
I remember now.
One of my favorite games I played in 2019. I thought I did a spotlight on this. I did not. Turns out
you didn't.
I should have. Forever Racers. What a fucking amazing game. I love Forever Racers. It came out in 2018. Alright, I'll talk about Forever Racers.
You talk about that. I'll think about my other.
Your other honourable mention. Yeah. Forever Racers is another game that I say is way better than it has any right to be. It's basically like a racing game, arcade racing game, but with terrible wobbly physics. It's like Gang Beast cars, similar to how totally reliable delivery services like Gang Beast, where you're going around with your friends delivering shit. Now it's like a fun co-op game where all these cars have terrible physics, and there's multiple cars, and some are better handling others. Like the clown car will just wobble everywhere. And basically, the most fun I had with my friends was that there's this giant hub world, and you can unlock new race courses when you find these secret ways to unlock them. And I think if you complete them enough, you get the reversed versions as well. So just going around and unlocking all of the race courses with my friends was really fun. And then once I've unlocked them all, we were trying to like get the world record. Like there's leaderboards after you complete everything. To be like, oh, here is where you are, and I think I'm 7th in the world for one of these courses. I was trying to get like number 1, but it's really hard. Like I don't know if I still am, but at some point I was like 7th in the world for one of these courses, so that's pretty cool. Like I guess there's not too many people playing this game. Like it's definitely under the radar. Not many people know about this game. I'd say it's more of a little game, if you know what I'm saying. Like it's more of like a indie game. I don't even know. It might even be an asset flip. I don't know. I don't care. I just had so much fun with it. Like it's just a great game. Like if you haven't checked out Forever Racers and you want just a fun game, it's really cheap. If you want like a little fun game to pick up with friends, definitely check this one out. My next one is Gary's Mod. I found some random people playing Gary's
Dude,
Mod RP. Because I don't think I recorded any, or I didn't save the footage I had of it. But this year I've been playing tons of Gary's Mod again. I always end up playing Gary's Mod at some point, in some way or another. I've been playing Gary's Mod RP this year. I've been playing, I think it's called, what's it called? The one when you're on a raft. It's basically you have to build a boat out of props and then you float on it and you have to try and destroy other people's boats. That's really fun. Basically, Gary's Mod is a hub to play other games, and that's what makes it amazing. It's like Gary's Mod is the Skyrim of multiplayer games.
Chatting shit about Skyrim.
Well, I'm always chatting shit about Skyrim in some way or another.
True.
The server we were playing on was called Mexican Border RP.
Yeah.
So it was like dark RP, but you had like Trump in the White House, and you can go and raid him, and there was like Mexico and stuff. That was a lot of where we had fun playing that. If you played Dark RP before, you know, you're going to get the same experience. You're going to run around, you're going to meet interesting people, roleplay interesting things, you know, that sort of stuff. If you like kind of the role-playing stuff, definitely check out Gary's Mod.
Did you not make this last year as well?
I probably mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then my final best games I played in 2019, Warhammer Vermintide 2. I really like this game. I played the first game and I think I talked about it and said I really didn't like it.
Yeah, I remember
because I
that.
think the first game was like the first game was definitely like Left 4 Dead with rats but shit. And then the second game was more a Warhammer. It was more its own game.
Yeah,
I would say it was more like
it went full ham with like the lore and like the actual mechanics.
It felt like a Warhammer game.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was in the Warhammer universe. It wasn't just this closed off little thing where it's like you go to I think it's Uber Shrek is the one in the first one.
Uber Shrek.
Like Uber Shrek. You go to like this little town, and you fight rats in this closed little town. But this was more like open. There was way more cool environments. The classes, the upgrades, tons of cool stuff to do.
The first one was just like lots of dark environments, but this has like actual color and.
This is Left 4 Dead with rats, but it's also its own game. Like
this has classes, right?
Yeah.
The previous one had classes as well.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
I don't remember
whether
either.
It did.
But I thought if it did, I think these classes were more well fleshed out.
Some of them are like really like the mage. I thought, oh, it's going to be like obvious, but the mage is actually really interesting. Because you can end up killing yourself really easily if you don't play it correctly.
Yeah, magic in
Warhammer
is interesting.
You have to like manage your flames, and if you use too much flames, then you start turning into a phoenix sort of thing. Like you start burning yourself.
Yeah.
And you can cool down your flames to use them more if you need to, but it costs health.
Okay.
Like I would recommend don't play the mage as your first character. Maybe play Marcus. I think is the character that is on the screen right now, or the archer is pretty good, or the fencer guy. The one that hates all of the magic people. He's pretty good to learn as well because you can just hack and slash with that guy. There's lots of like great first-person sword mechanics. Like I love games like Chivalry where it's like it's not just spam left click. It's more like decisive blocks, you know, swings, jabs, parries, that sort of stuff. You know, like it's tactical medieval combat.
For me, it looks way better than like Single Player Chivalry. I'm not a big fan of those games, but this looks far better.
And it's getting a versus mode as well. Is it currently in beta at the moment? My friend Matt's played it. He said it's pretty good.
But where's the Battle Royale?
I'll probably be talking about this next year as well when versus mode comes out, because that's something I loved the versus mode in Left 4 Dead. I love playing as the zombies. I would always play as the boomer and sneak up on people and explode.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. And then I think in this one I want to play as the summoner. There's like a summoner character who just like creates tornadoes that sucks people up from afar.
Okay.
So that's probably how I want to play it. I'm going to go into honourable mentions. So, is there any? Did you remember your honourable mention?
No, it's okay though.
Team Sonic Racing.
Why?
This game was okay. Okay, so Sonic All-Star Racing was one of the best games of 2012, 2013, I think. This game was just okay. It was alright. it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as Team Sonic Racing. This is one of the games I actually played in 2019, and it was all right.
It looks alright.
It was an average game. I do like some of the stuff. Like, I actually thought the team mechanics were actually really good.
Okay,
like,
you've never played Need for Speed Carbon, have you?
No.
That has admittedly, well, this is NPC as well, right? As well, mechanics that you can like have the team stuff with AI, right?
Yeah.
So that had team based mechanics. Like you could like.
But with this game, like the team-based mechanics aren't a gimmick; they're actually a real part of the game, and they feel really good to use.
But in Need for Speed Carbon, like you had three variants. You had like a blocker that would always like defend you, so they wouldn't get like knocked off the road. You'd have one that you could like always slipstream behind. And there was another one I can't remember what the other one did. It's kind of like that where like they actually help you. Like this, like takes it even further. But I've always because ever since Need for Speed Carbon, I've always been looking for a game with team mechanics in, and that always makes it. I've only seen it once, but like I've been wanting another game with these mechanics.
I'd say if this game goes on sale, pick it up.
Yeah, I think I
with
would.
Some friends.
Yeah, I was never gonna get this on launch day because it was just too mediocre. And the maps kind of look cool,
definitely a fun game. The thing is, I think it lost a lot when they took out all of the Sega characters and they were just like, this is just a Sonic game. It's like, well, all the Sega characters and the interesting, places they were made all the maps really interesting.
But looking at this, though, like the tracks themselves are
they feel way more linear.
They're interesting. They're not as they don't. It doesn't look as fun to go around.
But I do like the slipstream team mechanics. You can swap items with people. You can.
That's what really makes it good.
As a team, you can like super boost, so you can choose when to use your big boost when you really need it, and stuff like that. I think only you have control over the super boost when you're playing with the AI, like I was, because I think I've only played it single player. Like the story, it has a story mode.
Every good race has a story mode.
Every great Sonic game has a story for some reason. The story is kind of this weird guy's inviting you to come race at his.
I will say this though, I think every good racing game does need a story mode. Because otherwise, why are you racing?
Okay, here's a question. 2019, we had Team Sonic Racing, Garfield Kart 2, and Crash Team Racing remastered. What was the best racing game?
Probably this one.
You was gonna say Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna take into account Garfield Furious.
No, I looked at it. It looked shit.
Okay. It actually looks better than the first one.
Hey, of course it does!
But the first one was
Why is that? It looks better than the first game. Yeah, it looks better than polished shit as well.
Nickelodeon Racing came out this year as well, I think. I think Nickelodeon Racing was okay as well.
That looked okay.
Dude, I fucking love kart racing games. Great.
I do, but not to the same level. Like,
I think most people thought Crash Team Racing was like the best game.
Really?
But I think
I didn't really.
It was a re-release, so
I wasn't feeling it.
Really?
No.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about Sonic for like 5 hours.
That's not...
I'm going to go through this list quickly because I'm running out of time, okay?
We're out
of go.
time.
Half-Dead 2, amazing co-op experience, really cheap, actually a lot of depth. Doesn't look like it, but there is some depth to the game. Use Your Words, looks like a Jackbox clone, is not, is actually its own game. The ability to, write subtitles for movie clips is really fun. Shout out also, I think Jackbox Party Pack 6 came out this year, and I think Andy was saying to me earlier he really enjoyed playing that. Fun game, fun party game. Gang Beasts, another co-op game. This Is the Police. If you like Papers, Please play This Is the Police. I love that game. It's really good, really great game. I don't want to say too much because spoilers.
Yeah.
So check that one out. Blood Roots. We did a spotlight on this. Check out our spotlight. That looks great. Text Assist. Spotlight. If you ever want to play a typing bullet hell game, check out Text Assist.
Yeah.
Gizmo. I wish I could kickstart that to be a full game. Amazing little 3D platforming project. Check out Spotlight. Ultra Kill also on Spotlight. Check that out. This is just an advertisement for Spotlight. Battlefront 2. Go back and recheck out this game. It's way better than it was at launch. I think Battlefront 2 is in a spot where it's really great.
Yeah.
I also said it with Battlefield 5, especially the Pacific Theater coming out. AI Dungeon came out towards the end of the... Or I knew about it towards the end of the year. Great little fun writing your own stories and having an AI interacting with us. Legends of Runeterra Beta had some interesting card mechanics. And of course, Business Party Adventure, the Half-Life 2 mod that you'll see a tangerine out soon.
Which was way better than it ever should be.
Okay. I've rattled off my list. What is your other honourable mention, Tony, before we end the show?
I don't remember.
He doesn't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm sure it won't come back to haunt me.
Let's read a Pitmology tweet.
Let's just end it.
So if you don't know, someone was on Dreams. If you don't know, Dreams is like the PS4 game where you can create your own little games inside the game. And someone made a hyper-realistic English breakfast, and it looks so strange. It looks so cool. But Pete said, "That is incredible, but I was disappointed that it wasn't a game. I once pitched a game that solely took place within an English breakfast, where different components represented various stages of the character's life that you could play with. So, for example, the beans represented the character's life in a school that felt overcrowded, where they regretted trying to fit in rather than being themselves and standing out." If you don't know, Pete Molyneux actually worked in a baked bean factory, so that's kind of interesting.
Before the fateful day.
Yeah. But yeah. Where's my outro? That's the end of the podcast.
Baked beans.
Check out And Everything In Between podcast on YouTube, twitch.tv/Scorn if you want to watch live, and at Scorn2000 if you want to see all of the updates on Twitter.
Hang on, why is this scene got Christmas lights?
Well, it's gone now. Got him. Alright. Goodbye.
Bye.